Good morning. This is my private driver Alex, and with only one day in Quito, we try to pack in this day as much activities as possible.
Me siento seguro.
Oh, this is the Plaza Foch, the nightlife district of Quito. Is where the restaurants, bars, karaoke, everything is active. And probably today as well because we are on holidays.
Anoche comí aquí.
¿Comiste aquí? Había mucha gente, ¿verdad?
Sí, mucha gente. Pero mucha gente también dijo no caminar después de 10 a la noche.
¿Oh, sí?
Sí.
Aquí es viernes y sábado. It's two Chincha means volcanoes, the two volcanoes.
Mm-hmm.
The one that we can see in front, that is the Rucu Pichincha volcano. Rucu means old in Quechua.
Rucu Pichincho.
Rucu Pichincha. So Rucu is old. It means that the volcano is inactive. Yep. But in the south, following the line, there is another volcano. That is the Wawa Pichincha.
Mm-hmm.
Wawa means baby in Quechua. You know.
Baby.
Yes. So the babies are troublemakers.
And they are still active?
That is the active one. So the last eruption of the Wawa Pichincha took place on 1999, que fue prócer de la independencia de Cuba y
La independencia de Cuba.
de Estados Unidos. Y cuando-
Porque es un estatua aquí.
Porque nosotros fuimos, por decirlo, países aliados. No le ayudamos en la guerra, pero ayudamos en temas de comercio o ayudábamos
El bosque. For the rich people.
for the rich people. And it's part
Bosque de ricos und
Bosque de ricos.
Vamos visitar el bosque de nubes.
Sí. Vamos a visitar el bosque.
Costa normal apartment.
Un
No in
apartamento
the
normal.
apartment de ricos.
Que depende en dónde, puede ser hasta $60,000. En el sur, más barato, $40,000.
$40,000.
$40,000. Hay autos que son más caros que eso. Esta es la capital más alta del mundo, las pirámides de Giza. Y al fondo la escultura de Ramsés II. La escultura es una de las dos esculturas réplicas originales que fue donada por el Cairo a la ciudad de Quito.
Sad. Okay.
¿Sí? Acompañada de tortilla de papa machacada rellena de queso, frita a ambos lados, mote, que es maíz blanco, maíz amarillo, papa cocida y maduro frito, plátano maduro. Sí, plátano maduro está justo sacando. El otro plato típico aquí es el cuy asado.
Egui, ¿qué es un gui?
Cuy es el guinea pig.
Es el
Guinea pig.
ayer que es el taxista explícame es como un ratán. No es un ratán.
Es un ratán. Es un roedor. Más bien es familia de los conejos. Ni
Sí.
siquiera está en-
Mi hijos antes muchos años tienen un
cuy.
cuy, es un mascote.
Es una mascota. En Europa, Estados Unidos es una mascota. Aquí
Sí,
es un plato
aquí es
típico.
comida.
El cuy, de hecho, es un animal que tiene mucha importancia, capaz de detectar malas energías en las personas, malas intenciones. También es capaz de detectar enfermedades. Se lo usan dentro de los pueblos quichos, lo usan como una especie de rayos X, por decirlo de alguna manera.
So es sano.
Pero al cuy vivo, ¿no? Lo pasan por el cuerpo, ya después está muerto, y lo abren y ven los órganos y allí ven las enfermedades. Y también es el plato típico que se acompaña con papa cocida, salsa de maní y una hojita de lechuga. Y siempre se lo sirve entero. Okay.
Y después en inglés, por favor.
Quito significa centro, To significa tierra. Quito significa centro de la tierra o mitad del mundo. So Ki means center, To means earth. Quito means the center of the earth, so it's the middle of the world.
Okay.
Now, the question is how these guys who lived before Incas realized that they were on the middle of the world.
Yeah.
Montañas.
Montañas.
Sí, ¿verdad? Puedes ver todas las montañas. Entonces, los quitus vieron las montañas y vieron por dónde el sol nacía. Y se dieron cuenta que el sol nace por diferentes puntos y tiene un camino hacia el norte hasta junio 21, el solsticio de verano. Luego regresa al sur hasta el 21 de diciembre, el solsticio de invierno. Pero en este camino de norte a sur se dieron cuenta que la mitad es justamente cuando pasa por la ciudad de Quito. A esos días le llamamos los equinoccios. Vegetation.
Yeah, this is surprising.
Yeah, so he came and Humboldt dijo que los ecuatorianos son seres raros.
Yeah, in this town, Alex wanted to show me a typical street food, pan de yuca. So we just drove a little slower, stopped shortly, and got the pan de yuca from a vendor.
Pan de yuca.
Pan de yuca. ¿Te acuerdas del tubérculo que te dije? Esto se hace de harina de yuca.
Ah, it's from the root
From the roots.
and
cheese. You have to eat it warm. Is it good?
it's natural. Nothing inside. Nothing different.
It has yuca and cheese.
Yuca and cheese.
That's it.
Muchas gracias.
Pero es mezclado. Es una masa de yuca y de queso. Y después es horneado. Ah. Pero con un poco de humo.
Y claro, se hornea en leña. El mejor se hornea en leña.
Yeah, finally, after 2 hours of drive, we arrived our first destination, a birding farm, to watch colibris and hopefully some toucans also. So we didn't see toucans, but we saw a lot of colibris. The black bees didn't do anything, and feeding the birds right out of my hand was just great. For such a tour, it is really essential that you have a good guide that knows a lot and who's willing to adapt his plans with my ideas to get the most out of only one day in Quito and in the area around.
Ahí está un gallinazo cabecilla rojo, turkey pilcher.
Ah, es.
Ajá. Ahí está Mindo, el pueblo, y todo esto es el bosque nublado.
Yeah, finally we arrived Mindo. This is a place where you can spend several days if you want it. Offers so much activities, tubing, river rafting, zip lining, and different hiking trails with a lot of nature and fantastic plants to see. So we started hiking and ended up at a waterfall, as you can see here. To save some time, we decided to take a shortcut to get back at the point where we started hiking, so that we would have more time to stop on some other places that we will see in the video further on. Yeah, the cloud forest is really very beautiful and impressive, a very huge area, as you can see. So the only thing I really had wished for was that the clouds closed in much earlier, so that the feeling of walking in the clouds would have been much more than it was. So at this time we were too lucky to have a good weather, and here we are on our way back. And next stop is that we visit a chocolateria, because Ecuador is also famous for his cacao.
Sentirlo en tres partes. Cuando lo muerdas, el chocolate. Cuando lo mastiques, la sal. Y cuando lo tragues, el ají picante. ¿Sí? Entonces, este es un chocolate bastante complejo.
The warning that it's not good to eat more than 2 or 3 beans came a little late, because the Ecuadorians, they just suck it and then they spit it out. And here we are for a very typical Ecuadorian lunch break with a fruit, hua banua or so, with a very typical juice that was really delicious, the white stuff there, and the lunch also tasted great. And here we are at the Ecuador del Mundo.
That is called Nomon. This is an agricultural calendar that the Quitucaras, the indigenous, used years ago to know when they have to plant, harvest. How is going to work this calendar? With the sun, okay, with the shadow. 6 months from September to March, the shadow is going to work just here in the northern hemisphere, making a semicircle like this during the day. And 6 months from March to September is going to start working in the southern hemisphere. In the same way, making a semicircle. When do you think that the shadow is going to switch or change the position? Which date exactly?
Equinox.
Perfect. Equinox.
Dos veces.
March, dos veces al año. March 21st and September 22nd, 23rd, because those days, what happened? The sun is going to be like this, okay, more or less in this position. The rays fall perpendicularly, and at 12, we are going to lose the shadow for about 2 or 3 minutes, more or less. And then...
Following experiment is really amazing to me.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, and 3. Look what happened.
Wow. I'm here to watch this.
Straight on, okay? Now, to see better the difference, we are going to have 2 short trips. First, do you have... Look there. Now, they are spinning to the right or clockwise. Now, left or counterclockwise. Do you remember the name of the natural phenomenon in the northern hemisphere? Tornadoes and...
Unfortunately, exactly at this point, my camera refused to make this video. So, in the meanwhile, we arrived in Quito, and Alex gave me a quick tour through the old town, which has a lot of historical buildings, and this is a street of a sigh, because it's so steep there. So here we are on the main square, also with the palace of the president, and so we see some really nice interiors of the buildings surrounding this place. This was a building designed by the same guy who designed the Eiffel Turm. And then we have here some really nice pictures from above the city during the night. All the lights. And here we see another landmark of Quito. It's the Basilica del Voto Nacional, or Basilica Sagrado Corazón de Jesús, Patrono del Ecuador. It's a Roman Catholic church in the historic center of Quito. It's the biggest neo-Gothical basilica in America. Around about 2,800 meters over sea level. And a little bit further it's more than 3,000 meters, and in the south of Quito it's 1,000 meters below, so it changes very fast. Here we see the Virgin of the Panicello, also known as the Virgin of Quito. It is at the top of a hill in El Panicello. It's a smooth hill in the heart of the city and is a great surrounding for the historical centrum of Quito. Very important is a statue in the middle of this place, because it symbolizes the first fight for independence that was led by Quito. They were fighting for the independence of the Spanish Empire. The lion symbolizes the empire, and the arrow inside of the lion symbolizes Quito. It goes up to Victoria. For me, this was a great day at Quito with an excellent guide, Alex. Thank you so much.